Once again, very good evening and thanks for joining. Firstly, once again, wish you happy new year to everyone. Okay, this is our first session after 2025. Okay, no, no, no. Okay, once again, very good evening and thanks for joining. Okay, this is our first session in 2025 on the especially on the PostgreSQL DBA training. Okay, so. Uh, Firstly, wish you happy new year to everyone. Okay, I hope everyone enjoyed a lot. So, and last 2 days there is no session, and this is our first session Jan, after 2025. Okay, started now as part of today. It continues to last session. Okay, what we discussed last session is a components. Okay, architecture. We discuss couple of components, couple of architecture uh, about how Postgres engine is working in the background. What is the shared memory? What is the wall buffers? What is the shared buffers? Okay, who is going to move your data from shared? All that stuff we discuss as part of today. So we are going to learn first how to start using the Postgres SQL. How to use. Okay, so for that, what we are going to discuss our agenda is first we need to download the software. Okay, this is one of the open source management system. We will go and we'll download the software first. Okay, next we will install the software. Okay, once we install the software, can I use the product? No. First we need to build a cluster. Okay, don't think our cluster. Okay, in terms of Oracle, in terms of SQL. Okay, so cluster in the sense group of servers, not that cluster. Okay, so it's something different here. So once we install the software, we need to create the cluster. Once we create the cluster, you need to start the cluster. Then we can connect to this cluster. Okay, then you can create n number of databases on top of that cluster. On that database, you know how to. So we know we will create the tables, indexes. Okay, we will create a number of objects on that database and granting the permissions, backups, whatever we can do it. So first, if we want to use the Postgres, okay, Postgres engine, first we need to download the software. Okay, first let's go and download the software, and first we'll try to install the software. Later on, we will talk more on the what is cluster, especially in terms of Postgres. Okay, let's see all the stuff today. How much, if possible, that much we will discuss today. So first, let's go and download the software. Okay, and let's try to install the software. Let's see what are the things. Okay, it will display when while we are installing the product. So if you wanted to go and download the software, so we will follow one and only one link, that is nothing but what is that common link we will use? PostgreSQL.org. Okay, this is the one community block URL where we will go and we'll try to download the product. Okay, first we'll go to this community block and we'll try to download the product and we'll try to install the product. Okay, once this is done, we will also discuss about how to install Enterprise DB. Okay, PostgreSQL EDB Postgres. Okay, how to download. This is our traditional database engine. Later on, we will also discuss how to install. Okay, EDB Postgres. So first, let's. Oh, it's taking longer time. My voice is clear, right, everyone? No? Yes?
Yeah, clear. It's clear.
Uh, What happened? Come on, hold on. Okay. So once we go into the postgres.org, so we will find the home button where we'll get short description. We already covered many things. Okay. I don't want again repeat the same thing. First, go to the download because I want to download the product. First, I'm going to download. Okay. Once you click on the download, it will open the new window, new page, one more page. Okay. Let's see what is the next page it will open. From there, how we can drive the installation, how to download the product first. Okay, bear with me. Not sure. Maybe it's the issue with the portal or issue with my network is little, so I'm not sure. Anyone connected via laptop? Can you try to just open this URL? You are also facing same issue or only me? Anyone? Let's test the connectivity.
Yeah, it is working fine for me.
Or maybe my internet only. Not sure. From morning onwards, there is the issue. Even in the morning, also my Zoom got disconnected multiple times. Suddenly, it got disconnected. Hmm. Okay, mistake. This okay. Okay. Finally it will open. Okay, once you click on the download, okay, so it will go to one more tab, okay, where you can download the software. Either you want to download for Linux, you will go for Linux. If you want to download for Mac, we'll go for Mac. If you wanted to download for Windows, we can go for Windows. If you download for BSD, you can go for BSD, or if you want to download for Solaris, you can go for Solaris. As of now, we are going to talk first on the Windows, then we will go and talk on the Linux platform. So how to download, okay, engine, Postgres engine on the Windows, and how to install the product, how to use that product. Once we are comfortable with the Windows, we'll also go and talk on the Linux platform. First, as of now, let's go to the Windows. Just click on Windows. It will open one more window. Okay, here see interactive installer by the EDB. Okay, so download the installer certified by the EDB for all the supported Postgres SQL version. Where currently we are running with the 17. So we can also download 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. And future in the upcoming sessions, we'll see what is the enhancement done on the each and every version in terms of what DBS. Especially, we'll discuss once you click on Windows, then you need to click on download the installer. Once you click on the download installer, you will get one more window where it will pop up to the download the PostgreSQL. Where if you want download for Linux, 64-bit operating system, you can go. And if you want download for 32-bit operating system, you can go for 32-bit operating system. So Linux 64 and 32-bit is compatible. For Mac, if you want download, you can download for Mac. If anyone using for Mac, it is also compatible to install the PostgreSQL on the Mac platform as well. But we wanted to go for Windows, and now we are running with the mostly Windows. All the Windows platforms are running with the 64-bit operating system. I'm just downloading. Now these are all the versions are available like 17.2, 16.6, 15.10, 14.15, 13.18, 12.22. Okay, let's go to the latest version. We can choose any version. As of now, I'm going for 17.2. I just click on OK. So once you click on OK, it will prompt you to download. See, you don't need to do anything. It will prompt you to download. Okay, download. Okay, once it downloaded successfully, then we'll try to go and down go and try to start installing the product. Okay, once we are downloading the product, next we'll go. So for EDB Postgres is something different. Okay, so this is our open source, but even our open source also there is integrated with the EDB. Okay, so where we are downloading, but this is our open source EDB, but we will also download EDB Postgres, something different, okay? Where you need to first register, then first we need to create the account, then only we need to do all the stuff. That is also we are going to discuss. Okay, once our software is installed successfully, okay, Let's go to the downloads. Okay, yeah, our product is downloaded successfully. Let's move into the, okay, yeah, fine. So once my product is downloaded, PostgreSQL .7.2. Okay, -3 Windows 64. So this is our executable file which is downloaded. Okay, now straight away, nothing you no need to do. Just you can double click on here. It will prompt you to install the product. Okay, first, as in the PPT, as I explained. Okay, first what we are going to do, first we downloaded the product. Yeah, we just went to the PostgreSQL.org and we went to the download and we went to the download installer and we downloaded the 7.7.2 version. Now once it is done, then we need to install the software. That is what we are doing. Next step, what we are going to do, we are going to install the product. Just click on yes. It will prompt you to go for the install. Okay, yeah. Now this is the window. Just minimize this window or you can close all the windows. Okay. Now it will prompt you EDB. So welcome to the PostgreSQL setup wizard. Okay. PostgreSQL setup wizard. So once we double click here, this is the wizard it looks like. Just you can click on OK next. Now where you wanted to keep the binary files. Okay. Where you wanted to keep the binary files, whether you wanted to keep in the program files or you wanted to keep in the different directory also you can choose. Okay, for example, I don't want to keep in the C. Let me first keep in the C drive only. Okay, let me keep in the C drive. Before I go here, let me verify is there any uh, uh, Postgres engine is already available. Okay, so currently I'm having PostgreSQL 16. Okay, 16, but there is no setup file called 17 now. But currently we are installing 17. So it is going to the PostgreSQL, so program files, PostgreSQL 17. It is going to create a directory called 17. So before that, if we go to the C program files, okay, go to the PostgreSQL. So there is a 16. Okay, there is a directory called 16, which is a version called 16, 16.2, 16.3, I think so. Yeah. Okay, now we are going to perform 17, 17. Okay, now it is creating one more directory here, 17, and we are installing a product. We are installing a product. Okay, no need to change. If you want, we can change to different directory. As of now, let's keep it to the 17. Let's keep it to the C drive only. Okay. Now, when you click on next, being this is integrated with the EDB, okay, you are getting the first engine, okay, PostgreSQL Server engine you are getting. Along with you are also getting the PGAdmin4. But in my laptop, already PGAdmin4 is already installed. So I am not selecting PGAdmin4. Okay, I'm not selecting PGAdmin4. First time when you are installing in your laptop, okay, first time when you are installing in your laptop in your machine, okay, try to select the PGAdmin4 as well. It is a graphical user interface like how we will open SSMS SQL Server Management Studio. For PostgreSQL, PGAdmin4 is the utility where we can use to authenticate to connect to the engine. So as of now, I'm just unchecking, but in your system, just check it. Apart from nothing, it will install by default. You no need to do anything. Now it is also asking like stack builder. This is another utility which is providing by EDB. Okay, EDB, where we will get other some components. Okay, let's choose the stack builder because I want to talk here. Now along with we also getting the command line tools like pSQL, One is the PGAdmin4, one is the pSQL is the command utility. Command line utility is a pSQL and the graphical user interface is a PGAdmin4. Okay, no worries. Select all this one, then just click on next. Okay, now see, please select the directory under which to store your data. Okay, now it is initializing. It is also initializing. It is installing the product. It is installing the product along with it is initializing the cluster. Again, I'm repeating. Please make a note down. See, it is installing the product along with it is also initializing the cluster. It is initializing the cluster as well. It is installing the product along with it is also initializing the cluster. Okay. Whenever when you are installing the setup file, First, what it is asking, it is trying to install the SQL. Along with it is also creating a cluster. Okay, it is also forming a cluster. We will create our own cluster later on. Okay, no worries. We'll create our own cluster, but let it be create a cluster. Okay, let it be create a cluster. It is creating the cluster. Later on, we will discuss how to create a n number of cluster within the same mission. Okay, using the product, using this engine, we can create a number of clusters. As of now, go for the default. Now click on next. Apart from nothing, and you need to provide the password. Okay, so remember this password when you are trying to authenticate. You need to authenticate using this password. We'll talk more on the passwords, security pass as well. By default, it is creating a user called Postgres, okay, with the super user permission. Means you can do anything when you are authenticating to this engine. When you are authenticating this engine, by default, you can authenticate with the Postgres login. By default, that contains the super user permission. Means you can do anything in the PostgreSQL engine using this PostgreSQL login. So by default, it is creating a login and you are just allocating the password. Okay, let it be. Nothing to change here. Then click on next. Okay, and now see, you remember, okay, as I told you, okay, by default, your PostgreSQL default port is okay 5432. By default, the port is 5432. Okay, why Subbu now here it is showing as a different port number 5433. 5433. Why means by default in my laptop already we are having a 16 version. Already we are having one engine and one cluster by default cluster. For that already there is a port. If you go to the PostgreSQL.config file, okay, .config file, sorry, not property. I need to open it. Okay, so by default it is listening with the port number. Hold on. By default it is listening 5432. Okay, that is the reason it is pointing to the different port number. But when you are installing first time on your laptop, by default your engine will show you 5432 port number. Okay, can I change this port number? Yes, sir, you can change. I will talk more on this ports as well. No worries. Okay, on your laptop when you are installing the product, just go for default port number. Later on we will discuss a lot how to change the port number, all this stuff. Why it is showing for 5433 for me means not 5432 means being in my laptop already there is one instance and one cluster is already there that is using 5432. So that's the reason it is pointing different port number here. You no need to choose, it is itself pointing different port number. But can we change this port number? Yes, we can go for any other port number. I will talk more on this one. Then click on next. Okay, now select this use the new cluster where I can select. Can I go for default or can I go for let it be default, nothing to change. Okay, let it be here only. Just click on next, nothing to change here. Then click on next. Whatever the options you selected, it is pointing everything. Just click on next and click on next. Now it will try to install. First, it will try to install PostgreSQL 17.2. Okay, engine. Once it is done, it will form a cluster. It will form a cluster. Using that, you can try to authenticate. Is it very simple, right? Nothing, not too much to discuss here. Very simple installation. When I'm not sure about Oracle, but if you go for SQL, many things you need to take and care when you are installing SQL Server, right? But when you go to the PostgreSQL, just download the software. Just choose where you want to build the engine. Now just choose okay cluster where I wanted to form the cluster, and finally you need to choose the port number. Just provide the password for default login Postgres and just click on next and install. Is it clear, everyone? No? Yes? How to install, how to download the product,
Yes.
how to install the product. Now once you install the product, how to connect next our main. Okay, later on we'll see much more about how to create our own cluster. Okay, how many clusters we can create, how to create our own cluster. Okay, how to initialize the cluster. Okay, let's see all the stuff in a while. So we'll go slowly one by one. Any questions meanwhile?
Shubhu.
Yeah.
So you are doing the installation with the port 5432, right?
Double three.
So
Why 433? Because 5432 already built because in my laptop already a version called 16 is there, and there is a cluster. That cluster is using 5432 port number. I can't use the same port number for this. That's the reason. It is itself is pointing a different port number.
okay, yeah, got it. Yeah, that is my question. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. And let's go for presentations. Meanwhile, I will talk something here. Okay. So we know how to download the product. We know how to install the products. Okay. And we will go to the PostgreSQL.org, go to the download and click on download the installer. Then you can choose where you are going to try to install the product, whether you are going to for Linux or you are going to for Windows. First, we are concentrating on the Windows. Later on, we'll concentrate on the Linux platform. Now, see, okay. First thing, you are already having a small doubt. We know now we download the software, we install the product. Now here the problem is that is what biggest confusion for many people. Okay, create a cluster. We are trying to create a cluster. See, especially a single PostgreSQL server or the instance can contain multiple databases. Okay. See, cluster here means a collection of databases. Multiple means very simple, sir. Cluster is nothing but collection of databases. Cluster is nothing but like a collection of databases. So, for example, you install the product. Okay, you install the product. Now, once you install the product, I want to create a databases. I wanted to create a different databases, multiple databases. For example, to understand more, assume I'm having two applications. One is like loan application. Okay, one is loan application like home loan application. One is, for example, personal loan application. Okay, personal loan. For this, okay, I need to create 20 to 30 databases. For this, I need to create 30 to 40 databases. Okay, for example, I don't want make in the single because this is my entire separate application. 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 I installed very sensitive, sir. Please be careful here. For example, this is a server where I install the Postgres engine. First, I install the engine. First, I install the software. So once I install this software, okay, once I install, now I install the software in DAL SQL 45. For example, I install the engine in DAL SQL 45. Now, now I need to create a databases. Okay, now I need to create a databases. Now while you are installing itself, it is forming a cluster. Okay, while you are installing a product, while you are in where it is, sorry, while installing a product itself, it is forming a cluster here. Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. Assume it is not forming a cluster here. Assume there is no cluster here. For example, there is no cluster here. Okay, now I need to create a databases, and now I want to create the multiple databases for home loan. I need to create a multiple databases for personal loan as well. Both are two different applications. Now what I can do, okay, I will create a cluster. Okay, How to create a cluster is very simple, sir. First, you need to create a folder. You need to create a folder and you need to initialize that folder into the init db. Very simple. First, you need to create a folder. Next, you need to initialize. When you start initialize, it will form a cluster on this top of the folder. On top of this folder, it will form a cluster. Now you can, once you initialize the cluster, next you need to start the cluster. Once you start the cluster, then you will get a capability to create the n number of databases. So that is a simple thing we are telling, that cluster here means a collection of databases. Okay, collection of databases. Okay, collection of multiple databases. So I will create one folder called home loan, okay, and I will form the cluster here, and I will start creating 20 to 30 databases. I will create one more folder called personal loan. I will form a cluster here. I can start creating a number of databases here. So very simple. Don't think that, see, in a general, if you go for MS SQL, Oracle, MySQL, okay, cluster is a different name. Okay, cluster means a group of servers. Okay, but in the PostgreSQL, cluster is not group of servers. Or cluster in the sense a group of databases, means collection of databases, not group of databases, collection of databases. So you are going to form a cluster. Once you form a cluster, okay, then only you will have you will get the capability to create the databases. Getting my
I got a
point?
question, Subo.
Yes.
So when you install the product, a cluster is formed. So
Yes.
besides that, when you do you have to, does it create a different cluster for, let's say, the home loan application, and need to create a different cluster for the personal loan application besides the product cluster that it created?
No, you can use the same cluster here, John. Okay, you can create the same cluster here. But if you wanted to create your own cluster, yes, that is also possible. That's what you can. I will show you how to create our own cluster. Then only we
Okay,
can understand. Okay,
okay,
so
okay.
by default, it is forming a cluster. By default, it is forming a cluster. We don't need to worry much. But yes, if we want to create our own cluster, how to create a cluster, how to access that cluster, let's see, sir, all this stuff. Okay, slowly we'll understand, because this is something different in terms of terminology. Okay, in general, if you go for SQL, Oracle, MySQL, cluster means group of servers. Here, no. Okay, here, no. See, a server can maintain multiple PostgreSQL instance. Okay, either you can call it as a cluster, either you can call it as an instance. Okay, you can also call it as an instance. Okay, this is one instance. See, this is one instance. Okay, this is one instance. Okay, cluster is like in terms of instance also you can call. Okay, it is like a one instance. It is like one instance. So by default you are getting one instance with a port number 5432. If I want to create multiple instance, is it possible? Yes, it is possible. No need to install one more time. Using the same, okay, binary files, you can build n number of clusters. You can build n number of clusters. See, a server can maintain multiple PostgreSQL instances running on the different port number. This is very, very important point. When you are trying to initialize the cluster, means when you are trying to build the cluster, each and every cluster need to run with a different port number. Okay, that is how you can recognize, okay, why I'm connecting to the different applications, different cluster. How I can differentiate Subbu? See, within the same mission, I'm having two clusters. Okay, one is in the C drive. If I go to the program files, PostgreSQL, okay, where is it? Where is it? Okay, PostgreSQL, I'm having one cluster here. Okay, if I go to the D drive, I'm having one more cluster here. Okay, within the same mission, I'm having one. Okay, two in the C drive, three in the same C drive. See, C drive itself having two clusters. One is with running with the 16, one is running with the 17, and I'm having one more cluster on the D drive. So I'm having three different instances in the same server. Assume my laptop treat like a server. Within the same laptop, I'm having three different PostgreSQL clusters. Okay. Now, when I'm trying to authenticate, how that authenticate will happen is, okay, every cluster need to run with the unique port number. This is very, very important. Okay. Very, very important. Very, very important, sir. Means, see, especially in terms of to understand more, simplify for SQL DBAs. Okay. So when you open SQL Server Management Studio, when you open, I'm just giving a idea for SQL DBA, sir. I don't know about Oracle. I'm so sorry. Maybe in future I can also cover that one as well. So if I open SSMS, I can go to the connect. Okay. If I scroll down, if I can browse, I will get to know how many instances are running in my laptop. Correct? Agree? Not agree? Everyone.
Yes.
I can
Yes,
easily
yes, sir.
I can easily get that information how many SQL instances are running in my laptop. But okay, but what is the biggest challenge is if you open PGAdmin4, you don't know how many instances are running on your laptop. Okay, nowhere until unless whoever install, they need to let us know. Okay, this is the one of the biggest thing you need to make a note on when you go for PostgreSQL. Whoever install the engine, whoever build the cluster, they need to tell us. Okay, they need to tell us where they install the product, where they build the cluster, what is the port they used for that cluster. Okay, along with the username and password. Without knowing this, you can't authenticate to the engine. This is one thing. Okay, this is one thing because I don't know where they build the cluster. We don't know, sir. Okay, it's just like a looking like a folder. See, it just look like a folder. If I keep with a different name, if I keep with a different name, can you differentiate this one? No, you can't differentiate this one. Okay, you can't differentiate. You don't know whether this is the part of Postgres cluster or not. We don't know. Whoever install, they need to let us know where they install the product, where they build the cluster, along with the port number, along with your user ID and password. Without knowing this, you can't authenticate to the engine. I'm not sure about Oracle. Okay, how you can easily identify how many instances are running in one mission. It can be Linux, it can be Windows. But for SQL, it is easy. If you open the SSMS, we'll get to know how many instances are running in the same laptop. Okay, but when you go to the PostgreSQL, no, we can't. They need to let us know where they build the cluster. So they want to let us know this path. Okay, so make a note down. Just I'm not going too much depth here. Okay, I just install the product now. What is the product I install? PostgreSQL 17. So if you go to the PostgreSQL program files, PostgreSQL, it created a directory called 17. Under the directory, it installed all the product along with you also got a cluster. It built a cluster in the data. Okay, this is one cluster. And you can go and verify what is the port this cluster is listening. This cluster is listening port number 5433. 5433. Okay, now I want to connect. Now, as once you install the product, you need to go and search with the PGAdmin4. Okay, because inbuilt it installed PGAdmin4. Now you can just open the PGAdmin4. This is how it looks like. Once you open, this is how it looks like. Before I talk the PGAdmin, okay, we have one window here. See, so it prompt us for what are that prompt? One is the PostgreSQL engine, one is a PGAdmin4, one is the stack builder, one is the command utilities. So command utilities also completed done. It's installed the command utilities in the background. PGAdmin is 4 also done. Now it is asking stack builder. Okay. If you want to use the stack builder, just click on check this box and click on finish. it will open a stack builder for us. Okay, it will open one more wizard, a stack builder wizard. Now you will go here. Currently in my laptop, I'm having two versions. One is 16, one is 17. See, one is 16, one is 17. 16 is running with the 5432 port number. 17 is running with 5433 port number. To which instance I want to build the stack builder. Now, for example, let's go for 16. I will take a separate session about stack builder as of now. Nothing to worry. Just click on next. Okay. Once you click on next, okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, see, here you will get some categories like add-ons, okay, add-ons, EDB language, okay, PGAdmin4, okay, PG bouncer, and it is showing as a NPG SQL, okay, PG JDBC, PG ODBC. It is showing as a database server. If you want to install, okay, 12, 13, 14, 15, you can directly download and install from here itself. It is now currently in my laptop. I'm having 16, 17, and if you want to install, you can install 15, 14, 13, 12 also using the stack builder. You no need to go and download from here itself. You can install. Okay, go to the registries and you will get the enterprise DB level tools. So these many things you can do using stack builder. So I will take a separate session about the stack builder. Okay, as of now, no need to think about stack builder. We'll have a separate session on the stack builder. So many things we can do using the stack builder. I hope everyone getting my point. Everyone? No? Yes?
Yes.
Yes. As of now, nothing, sir. Just click on cancel. We don't want stack builder. Let it be. Now I install the product. Okay, I install the product 17. I form the cluster. Okay, my cluster got formed. Now I need to connect. Now see, when I open, oh sorry, not sorry, PGAdmin. Once I open the PGAdmin4, okay, let's do this. Okay, once you open the PGAdmin4, this is our graphical user interface. Okay, in PostgreSQL, okay, in PostgreSQL, we can connect. Okay, we can connect in the two ways. Okay, in the two ways we can connect. One is GUI, graphical user interface. One is GUI, okay, graphical user interface. One is PGAdmin. Okay, by default, when you are installing the software, by default, when you are installing the engine, by default, it is downloading the PGAdmin4. Okay, in case, okay, I don't want to download the software, I don't want to install the PGAdmin4 like this. I want to how I can directly download the PGAdmin4. Okay, means okay, you need to go for URL. Okay, let's go to here. Let's open PGAdmin. PGAdmin. Let's download pgadmin.org. From here, you can download. Okay, in case you are not installing the software, but I wanted to download the PGAdmin4 to experience, okay, PGAdmin4 to experience. Now here, go here and click on the download PGAdmin4 and you can click on where you want to download. So let's go for Windows. Okay, PGAdmin agent. I want download for Windows PGAdmin. Okay, now I will go for the Windows 4 and I will try to download the product. No need to worry because by default, when you are installing the product itself, PGAdmin4 is downloading for us. In case if you wanted to explicitly download the PGAdmin4, how I can download? You can go for the pgadmin.org, go to the download and go choose the PGAdmin4 and go to the Windows and you can download whatever version is currently available and you can download the PGAdmin4. Once you download the PGAdmin4, just click on next. It will install the product. Okay, so once you open the PGAdmin4, okay, PGAdmin4. Now you will see the files, objects, tools, sets, lot many things, and you are seeing the dashboard, properties, SQL, statistics, dependencies, okay, dependents and process. You are seeing multiple windows as of now. No need to worry. Now you in the right hand side, in the left hand side, the left hand side, you are seeing the servers. Now right click on the servers. You need to register the server. Okay. You already installed a product. You already installed the product. You already formed the cluster. You already installed the product. You already formed the cluster. Now you need to connect this one. I am showing very simplified thing. Okay. Next session will make little complex. Okay. Connectivity also. Click on server. Now you need to provide the server name. Where your server is currently hosted. Where your server is currently hosted. Okay, in the local mission, right? In our local mission, right? And now I am keeping one name here, like for example, okay, uh, RBA2 application, RBA2 server, and I am mentioning in the braces, okay, easily for my understanding. For my understanding, it is a RBA2 application server and it is a dev server, okay. And here it is prompting as a server. Let it be choose, nothing to worry. Go to the connection, okay. Here you need to what you need to pass. So here you can pass the local host, okay, because my cluster is in the same server. Okay, being my cluster in the same server, I am passing the local host. You can pass the server name, you can pass the local host, you can pass different. Let's talk slowly, no worries. I am passing a local host. And what is the port number? This is very important. Okay. For example, you already build a cluster in remotely. So for example, my server is okay, PostgreSQL 45. Okay, HSQL. Okay, where even remotely also you can authenticate from the PGAdmin4. What you need to do, you need to pass the remote server name. You need to pass the remote host name, host IP address, host name, host IP address. Once you pass the remote host name, very important is the port number. Very important is the port number. Getting my point? Yes, no, everyone?
This host name is Windows name, correct? Of the machine, correct?
Host name is server name, sir. Host name is server name, right? Yes or no? Host name is a server name, right? Hey,
Yes, yes, sir.
yeah, server name, host name. We can call it technically call it a host name. We can call it as a server name,
Yeah,
whatever, sir. Yeah. Now, P, I am locally. I am choosing the local host. And what is the port number I need to connect? This is very important, sir. 5433. What is the port number? For 17, 5433. So I need to select the 5433. By mistakenly, you select 5432, it will connect to the 16 version. It will connect to the 16 version. So here, one of the most important thing you need to remember is the port. You need to pass the right port number. Otherwise, okay, we are gone. Please be careful when you are authenticating to the Postgres engine. Very important is which host, and very important is port number. Very important is port number. Here the majority is the port number, sir. Okay, so I am passing 4433 port number, and the username is by default. When you are installing the product, you will get the Postgres is the default. I am passing that one and pass the password as well. Okay, I will make little complex in the next demo. No need to worry. I am passing the local host. I am passing the port number, and I am choosing the username Postgres, and I am choosing the password and click on save. Once you click on save, it will open the connectivity. Okay, it will open the connectivity. Now you can see the databases. See, by default, by default, by default, you will get the Postgres database. Like it's a kind of system database. By default, you will get the Postgres database. By default, you will get the Postgres database. Now here you will see the when you this is our engine, sir. Let's remove this one. I don't want to confuse you a lot. Let's remove all the stuff. Okay, this is my instance, one of my instance, PostgreSQL instance. For this, okay, I'm having a database. See, I'm having a database. I'm having a login and group and roles. I'm having a table space. Table space. Apart from nothing else, it is. But when you open, see if you connect to the SQL, okay, if you connect to the SQL, you will see many things, right? When you connect to the SQL, you will see many things. Okay, databases, security, server objects, replication, always on, many things here. But here you will see only three. One is a database name, one is a login and groups, one is a table space. Okay. Now, when you expand the database, by default, there is only one and only one database, default database. And there are other databases also. It will, by default, you will get three databases. One is Postgres, one is, you will get the default login Postgres, you will get the default database Postgres, along with you will get the template 1, template 2 database as well. Okay, template 1, template 2 database as well. So once you connect to the engine, you will see by default one database, and you will see logins and groups, and you will see the table space. When you expand the database, you will see the cache, catalogs. Okay, you will see the schemas. In the schemas, if you expand, okay, you will see the tables, you will see the views, you will see the operators, you will see the functions. Okay, you will see the aggregations, you will see the sequences, you will see the trigger functions, you will see many things in terms of schemas. The terminologies are little bit different, but underlying concept almost are same only, sir. Okay, is it clear how to download the product, how to install the product, how to open PGAdmin4, how to authenticate to the server? Is it clear, everyone? Any questions?
Yes, Subbu. Subbu, can you repeat again? You told that template 1, template 2 database.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
not getting that all.
It is just create a three databases, sir. That's it. By default, when you form a cluster, internally it is creating three databases. Template 1,
Here
template 2 is a
only
hidden
one
data.
Postgres.
That's what hidden databases. This is
Okay,
only
okay.
one database you can see. And can I create the tables? Can I create the schemas in this database? Yes. But mostly we won't prefer to create here, sir. You will create your own database. You will create your own database, and you will try to access your own database, and you will try to create the schemas. That is what next demo I'm going to present you. Okay. Very simple, not very complex. Any complexities are to install the product. I don't want to make more complex in the day one. Okay.
I have a question here. I think when you were setting up, I didn't see you setting up the role, and so in terms of authentication, I know that SQL uses either NTLM or Kerberos, and here I didn't see you using that.
No, don't go for that much level, sir. Okay. As of now. Okay. Let's
Okay.
stick with the permissions are different. Okay. There, don't compare with SQL. Okay. Postgres is quietly different. Okay. Platform. But most of the things are similarities in terms of databases, in terms of tables, views, functions, data types. Almost that is similar, sir. But don't think rest. Okay. Rest, everything will be different here. So I will talk slowly in the authentication part. Once you digest, now you know how to install the product, you know how to connect. That's what I shown you today. Okay, nothing. Okay, tomorrow next session Monday. Very interesting, sir. Monday onwards, don't miss any session, because we will create a cluster. We'll form a cluster. We will try to connect, and we'll see how complex authentications will made. Okay. This is just default. Once we how to install the product, how to connect this Postgres engine. Apart from nothing else, we done, sir. Next demo is very critical. We will go a little deeper. We will create a folder. We will form a cluster. We will authenticate that one. Let's see what are the different things we can learn while you are authenticating to the engine. How to create a database, how to switch the database, how to connect to the different database. Okay, let's see all the stuff.
Mr. Subo.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. Just a quick question. I'm trying to connect to that registered server, but mine keeps failing, and I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong. So the
Sorry.
host name just
No, sorry.
yeah, I tried to kind of register the server, but it keeps failing. say like a get, add, address info field. So
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
basically, okay, which version you are using, okay, Postgres engine version, okay, something you need to handle in the SSL tunnel as well, in the go to the advanced as well, okay. There are something still we want to learn, Eric, okay.
Okay.
Now I just connected, okay, it prompted me to connect, but in the older versions, older PGAdmin4, we may face a lot of challenges while we are authenticating the engine, okay. PGAdmin. Via PGAdmin4, we may face some of the encodings, okay, encoding, decodings. So you may experience that kind of issues while you are authenticating. But recently, if you go for latest PGAdmin4, mostly no. What version you are using, Eric?
Oh, the latest one, the one that you clicked on, the 17, the V8, I think. V8 14.
Okay, okay. So what error you are getting?
It says that unable to connect to server, error number
Okay,
11001.
okay. Wait. See, okay, if I go to that one, okay, if I open command line, let's go. If I, let's open see, that's what next thing. I just wanted to talk more on the next. Okay, there is a utility. We wanted to know more about that utility called PGCTL. Okay, that's what next session. See, basically, you are practicing on your laptop.
Yes, sir.
Okay, see, there is a utility called PGCTL. Okay, next session is that is only Eric. Okay, where I want to concentrate more on that part. Okay, but when you install, you need to authenticate. Okay, are you connected Zoom from your laptop?
Yes, I am.
Okay, can you share your screen once? Let's see.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, I can give you control. Now you can share your screen. You have the cap.
Okay.
Okay.
Release my screen?
Yes. Can you go to this where you install the product?
Oh,
No. Wait. Host name. You need to pass the, what is the server name? Your server name? There you need to pass the local host.
Co-host.
No, this is general is just name, Eric. Okay. Mainly we need to pass in the connection. Go to the connection. Go to the connection. That is our connectivity. There you need to pass the local host.
okay.
And you need to pass the username as a Postgres. Okay, not admin. Now try
Okay.
to click on save. Yeah, see, it connected.
Awesome. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, definitely. Don't. We want to discuss a number of things. Okay, I just make you little comfortable how to download the product, how to access, but I will make little complex in the going forward from Monday onwards. I will make little hard the connectivity. Okay, mainly my our intention, not my intention, sir. Our intention is first we want to know how to authenticate to the engine. Okay, in different parameters. Okay, that is our first focus. Okay, I hope everyone is clear how to download the product, how to install the product, how to connect the product. No, yes,
Yes.
yeah. Ganesh, you are asking question.
servers here in the every server.
Sorry.
In the left side, it's showing the servers two number. For one is the PostgreSQL 7 and local host.
Yeah, basically, when you being that product, okay, being PGAdmin is came up with the help of PostgreSQL 17, right? You can use that one as well, but we made a different server connectivity. That is just connectivity, Ganesh. Okay, apart from nothing, it's just a connectivity.
Okay.
Okay.
And Subbu, we have any Postgres sample data like adventure works like Postgres also have?
Yeah, we can load the data using. We can get the data from the Chat GPT, okay, page table, and we can load the data, and you can practice with that.
Okay, sir.
Subbu sir, I have one question.
Yeah.
Sir, we will create multiple clusters, right? Like on a server, right? For example, can we? Is it possible to name that cluster whatever we want?
Yeah,
Like
that's what you can keep the folder name. I don't want keep pieces clue. Okay. Now I don't want to use that I can use my own name, which I can easily recognize. And also when I'm trying to make the connectivity here, I can keep the uniqueness, right? This in the general, you will keep the name for your better understanding.
But
Where
in
the
the
connection you are passing here, you are passing the connection means where that cluster is means initialized. Where that cluster is initialized, that is the name you need to provide. That cluster is listening with the port number. These are two very important. Where you initialize the cluster here, and what is the port that cluster is listening here. Okay. In general, you can keep whatever you need.
Okay.
Yeah.
But with that cluster name, we cannot connect. Like unlike we use in the
No,
SQL, right?
No.
Okay.
That's what I will make little complex connectivity next. Good.
A cluster, it's nothing but in terms of
Collection of
SQL.
databases. That's it. Very simple. It's like one instance, man. It's simple for your understanding. It's like one instance. That's what the naming itself is confusing for DBS, SQL DBS, especially for SQL DBS. Good. Bhushan, Adam, Wilson, Raviteja, Sampath, clear questions. A very simple concept today discuss. Okay, and not went that much deeper. Okay, and maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was just installing it now, Sibune, and I see that the installation process is a bit different. Maybe it's because I'm not sure, but I think the way I installed it was a little bit different from yours. At the very beginning, I was asked for a password. I was asked for the root password, and then it didn't even take me to having to register a server. It connected automatically to the Postgres 17, but I to remove that and then do the same process that you did. So I think I'm not sure
No, I
if
will
the
install.
installation
No,
is
on Monday, what I will do, right? I will uninstall everything. Okay, I will uninstall everything, and we will again start installing from the base onwards. Let's make from the scratch level how that connectivity. Okay, in terms of authentication, mostly we need to focus on the authentications. Okay. Yeah. Good. Everyone, if you have some time, practice how to download the product, how to install the product. Okay. Now let's see. Okay, what are the challenges you face? Just collect all the challenges. We'll talk on Monday. 1 second, sir. Hello. Okay, I need to leave because maybe I was little emergency. I told you, right? My wife is on delivery and she's calling me. Okay, yeah. Thank you. See you on Monday. Okay.